I just want to read something. I meant to read this yesterday, but I want to read it today, that every American should read. Every American should read Antonin Scalia's dissent in Obergefell, the decision of the Supreme Court that decreed gay marriage a right. And you know where I stand on this. You know that I'm perfectly happy for there to be gay marriage. I don't care about that at all. But here's something I do care about. And I want to read this because it is the vision that we're trying to defend. It is not about Roe v. Wade. It is not about Obergefell. It is about who runs America and what America is supposed to be like. I'm just going to read the first two paragraphs very quickly. This is Scalia dissenting on the gay rights decision. The substance of today's decree is not of immense personal importance to me. The law can recognize as marriage whatever sexual attachments and living arrangements it wishes, and can accord them favorable civil consequences from tax treatment to rights of inheritance. Those civil consequences and the public approval that conferring the name of marriage evidences can perhaps have adverse social effects, but no more adverse than the effects of many other controversial laws. So it is not of special importance to me what the law says about marriage. It is of overwhelming importance, however, who it is that rules me. Today's decree says that my ruler and the ruler of 320 million Americans coast to coast is a majority of the 9 lawyers on the Supreme Court. The opinion in these cases is the furthest extension in fact and the furthest extension one can even imagine of the court's claimed power to create liberties that the Constitution and its amendments neglect to mention. This practice of constitutional revision by an unelected committee of 9, always accompanied by extravagant praise of liberty, robs the people of the most important liberty they asserted in the Declaration of Independence, and won in the Revolution of 1776, the freedom to govern themselves. And this is the part that always breaks my heart. Everyone should read this, and you should read it from beginning to end. Scalia says, until the courts put a stop to it, public debate over same-sex marriage displayed American democracy at its best. Individuals on both sides of the issue passionately but respectfully attempted to persuade their fellow citizens to accept their views. Americans considered the arguments and put the question to a vote. The electorates of 11 states, either directly or through their representatives, chose to expand the traditional definition of marriage. Many more decided not to. Win or lose, advocates for both sides continued pressing their cases, secure in the knowledge that an electoral loss can be negated by a later electoral win. That is exactly how our system of government is supposed to work. It is that system of government, this is me talking now, it is that system of government we are trying to defend. It is that system of government Cory Booker, an unelected New York Times guy, are fighting against. And whether Trump is an obstreperous, chaotic doofus or not, the system right now is delivering more of that American way of life, that way of life people fought and died for in 1776. And you know what? I don't care what an anonymous, unelected New York Times guy says, and I don't care what Cory Booker says, and I hope he is thrown out of the Senate just for my own personal amusement. But that is what we're fighting for, and we shouldn't be distracted by all the craziness on either side.